that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I think it'll be interesting to see what Warren Zaire-Emery has been tasked with. First and foremost, he's a defensive midfielder, and to play that position you need athleticism, you need legs, you need to be able to get about the pitch. And I think he adds a good balance to the team, because defensively he knows there's going to be a lot of traffic around him and he has to deal with that and try and avoid yellow cards. But offensively too, he becomes an integral part of the team in starting those build-ups.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. It's Gendouzi. He's saves to shoot! The finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Played out towards the right wing. That's a deception. His positioning was spot on. No goals as yet. Oh, now he can run away with it. Oh, super ball. Real chance! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
And he went all the way, doing just backs himself. Great challenge, and it was to it. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Dembele. And the shot! And the lead lost no time at all. Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Number 7. So they have it all to do again. You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. Zaire-Emery. Gendouzi. Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
O'Reilly. Anderson. O'Reilly. Anderson. Spread it left. Though kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Conte. Zaire-Emery. Zaire-Emery. Oh, this is a terrific run. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently the contest. Upamecano. Dembele.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. And for the first half, that is that. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half. Doing back on the first 45 minutes.
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser. I think we're in for an exciting second half.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
France have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep and eventually you'll get your break.
Picked out brilliantly. It's Dembele! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, some astute defending there. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Just about up to the hour now. Looking for options for movement. He's beaten the last man. He's looking wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rice. Played out to the left flank. And here's Gordon. Now this could be a chance. Great chance! Goal, England! And they get themselves in front! That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's
69 minutes is number 9, Harry Kane.
England choosing to make the first change.
well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
England have their lead. And here's Madueke, and he's managed to get free. Hernandez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Takes a shot! And he scores! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and it merit nothing less.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitutions taking place.
England making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Well, what about it? What an enthralling a wonderful contest. That's a good run down the left. Conte being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
He's found a way past. Dembele!
Dembele. He really shows some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
4 added minutes on the board. He's found a way through. Can he get it through? And he goes for a shot! Nothing in it still. We move to extra time, so we are still brilliant.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Request for support throughout
So a
road
battle of
carrying.
endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
Substitution for France. Number 13, Conte. Number 18, Zaire Emery.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. France displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better?
Eduardo Camavinga. Number 24, Ibrahima Konate.
And here's Gordon,
Substitutions taking place.
and he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Gusto, Konate, and Gusto, and back to the keeper they go. Konate, Saka! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! That is simply terrific. Finished with beautiful deftness.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
Substitution in progress.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
England with the lead. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played,
Added time.
well stopped.
And we're halfway through extra time. The teams then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next few minutes will decide.
Substitution for France. Number 8, Mathieu Guendouzi.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Chouameni, and it's Rabiot, and here's Mbappe, and here's shoots! It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
France drag themselves back again. And it's Rashford. Menu. That's good running with the ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He might be in here.
frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Substitution for France. Number 7, Dembele.
There is some activity
Coming
down on
on
the
the
touchline.
field
It
is
seems there's going to be a
number
change.
20,
Dembele being
Barcola.
applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution. He's sharing a smile and that's it. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Your reflections then, Jim?
France can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen right now for information on our shuttle bus service.
What a sight this is. Another edition of this crowd competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Well, see, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Peter, great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack it, because if it does break down...
Oh, he's been caught napping! He's shifting through the gears here. And it's been taken short. Driven in. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Bellingham going forward.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Good read, needed to be.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Good ball, good take. Stones. And it's Spence. Burn. It's not an especially good pass, that. Grealish. Rice. Stones. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Rabiot. That's a good ball out wide. Here's Chouameni. Dembele. And it's Rabiot. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's goal side. It's Doué. But he's left disappointed.
Doué is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Space. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Running strong and purposeful. No, he's not getting his way this time. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he's lifted it over.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Koundé. And it's Chouameni. Rabiot. Spread out to the left. Can he latch on to this? Shot, surely! The captain delivers!
That's probably the best thing that happened to this game, Peter. With the half petering out, we were all waiting for someone to take the bull by the horns and change the course of this game, and it just had to fall to him. The team's captain, the team's leader. Brilliant.
That was a given.
It always was. Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. We were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
That is all they have time for. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. England unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Big chance! Potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, such a fabulous run, and he was fully intent on rounding it off in some style. Great strength, wonderful skill, terrific balance, but he seems to have rushed the finish.
Rice goes short. Alexander-Arnold takes a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Chouameni. They played for Dembele. And that pass just didn't quite work. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Saka. Stood up well to him there. Sergio, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Dembele does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. That's good running with the ball. Bellingham, good purposeful running this.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
An irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
It's Dembele! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got on edge when everyone else was spectating.
Number 11, Olise.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Bellingham, looking for options for movement. Chance for a shot! And he makes no mistake. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution for France, number 20.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Coming on the
England
field,
cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
number 25.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Can he finish? That's another chance. And that's a good finish. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
France have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
It's loose now, they want to get it back. And that's that. Defeated, dejected. Bigger and better still. Faith is of course a common goal, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. There's nothing quite like down, but nothing given. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Doué aims beyond the defence. Goes for a shot! Goal! France! And France
was on the ball, that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Kylian Mbappe.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Here's Kane, Palmer.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Palmer. He's a sharp little ball here. Showing good feet.
England are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Bellingham. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Spence. Nice control. Now there's a shooting chance! And they've got rid. And here's Palmer. Palmer touches it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
He's found a way past. Bellingham! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And we have our very first corner. Rice moves short. Saka. Distributed tidily. Rice makes a move down the right. And now they can string out a defence. Dembele.
England truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. And he is going into that little black book. And it's Chouameni. Looking to pass the ball, he's all alone. And the finish! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authority.
Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe, and a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
A case now of complete control. And the referee has signalled for half. 25 minutes to change their fate. And here's Kane. Palmer. Great vision. Oh, good take in a good area.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Rice. Good ball. Can he finish? Oh, extraordinary.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Dembele running with the ball.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Being harried and hassled.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Dembele. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Tries a shot! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. England really could have done without this. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
As is 3 words enough. This is nigh on utopian. Number 10. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
It's Greenish. And it's Palmer. Palmer. For Rice. Oh, sweet feet. Shapes to shoot! Do it. Dembele. And it's Rabiot. That's a sharp pass. Burn wins the duel this time. Palmer. This is promising. A lot of space ahead of him. Burn kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Doué. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Alexander-Arnold. From Palmer. Tries to pass it through. It's Doué, Hernandez, Saliba, here's Chouameni, Dembele, and it's Chouameni. And the through ball, Pickford claims comfortably. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Good take, chance! It's loose now, and they want to... Oh, he's been caught napping! Let's go to kick.
Substitution for France. Number 20.
France can make their change now with a break in play. No attack Liège. That is good strength.
Coming on the field. Number 12.
That is it. The referee has seen enough. England are beaten and they are out. To summarise what we've seen today.
It's a high-intensity game.
And now,
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mbappe. And it's 2-A. In with the challenge. Rice. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attributes, however, might be his enthusiasm, his energy, and his desire to win, because those things become infectious to others.
Hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And it's Rashford. That's an excellent interception.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
This is Dembele. Somewhat off target. And it's made its way to him.
And neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. Pinches it off him. Alexander-Arnold. And Tomori. Belling. Rabiot, nicely aimed pass. Now it's Doué. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside.
That was lovely, that.
This looks promising. Either side giving way, it has been tight. England do have a chance to counter here. Saka looking to receive it in space. Bellingham. Searching pass is played there. He's gone looking for safety. England England with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. Saka. Rice receives it in a good position here. Plays it across. Impressive job. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So straight into the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And it's Kane. Saka. Saka. He'll try from distance. No, just not quite.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often he'll find the net.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences.
And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Substitution for France. Number 20.
So we have movement on both benches.
On the field,
Yeah, it's pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players. So substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they're back on the ball again. Dembele! And he's there to belt it away. Saliba. Rice did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Saka. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, good effort! It's in! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted. And they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
England, after 76 minutes.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking them up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substitution for France. Number 11. Olise.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Coming on the field.
England penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Number 25.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. England clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And he's making progress on the ball. Barcola. England leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Chouameni. He's found space here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
What possessed him to do that, Peter? I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Really nice, it's rising!
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required. Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Not going up front in a hurry. We are into overtime, and that was asking for too much. And there goes the final whistle. England have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
England really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the